Have you ever felt completely and utterly alone? As if you were the last person on earth, adrift in an endless sea of silence. I want to share a story with you, a journey that changed my understanding of loneliness and companionship forever. Imagine this. I'm on an ancient steam train, the only passenger. The rhythmic chugging of the wheels against the track is the only sound, a constant reminder of my solitude. The train has no doors, just open entryways. It moves slowly, leisurely, allowing me to sit at the edge, my feet dangling in the open air. Sometimes I leap off, feel the ground beneath my feet, and then easily hop back on as it continued its unhurried pace. But this freedom was tainted by a heavy, suffocating loneliness. Why was I here? Where was everyone? Was this it? Just me and this ghost train on a journey to nowhere? My gaze was always fixed on what was behind me. I'd look back at the final carriage, watching the tracks disappear into the distance, a visual metaphor for everything and everyone I left behind. The weight of it all was crushing. Each passing moment stretched into an eternity, amplifying the ache in my heart. This wasn't just a journey. It was a sentence, and my crime was being alone. The world outside the train was a blur of forgotten landscapes, and inside, my world had shrunk to the size of a single lonely heartbeat. Over and over, I replayed the same questions in my mind. Why me? How did I end up so isolated? The thought that I might be the last person alive was a terrifying whisper that grew louder with every mile we traveled. I looked at my reflection in the dark windows, a stranger staring back at me, a ghost haunting her own life. The journey felt pointless, a slow march towards an empty horizon. I was trapped not by the train, but by my own perception, my own constant looking back. Then, something shifted. After what felt like a lifetime of staring into the past, a strange impulse made me turn around. I turned away from the receding tracks, away from the empty carriages behind me, and looked toward the front, toward the locomotive that was pulling me forward. And that's when I saw them. Leaning out of a window right next to the entrance, near the engine, were two boys. Their faces were kind, their eyes fixed on me with a gentle curiosity. My heart skipped a beat. They were here. I wasn't alone. A flood of words tumbled out of me, a torrent of relief and confusion. I didn't know you were here too. I exclaimed, my voice hoarse from disuse. How long have you been here? I thought I was the only one on this train. Where is everyone else? The older boy, who looked like he was in his teens, smiled softly. His voice was calm, a stark contrast to my frantic energy. We've been here all along, he said. His words were simple, yet they landed with the force of a revelation. He continued, we've watched you since you boarded, but you always looked back. You never turned toward the front. That's why you didn't notice us until now. We've been here for you the entire time. His words hit me. I had been so consumed by looking backward, by focusing on my loneliness and what I thought I had lost, that I never once thought to look forward. I never considered that companionship might lie in the direction I was heading, not in the one I had left. As I stared at their faces, a wave of recognition washed over me. The older boy, the younger one beside him. They were so familiar, my breath caught in my throat. In that profound, heart-stopping moment, I knew who they were, my brothers. One older, one younger, they were here. They had been here all along, watching over me, waiting patiently for me to turn around. Tears streamed down my face, but they weren't tears of sadness or loneliness anymore. They were tears of overwhelming gratitude, of a joy so deep it felt like my heart would burst. I was never truly alone. All this time, through every moment of despair and isolation, they were by my side. My silent guardians, my constant companions, hidden in plain sight. I whispered a prayer, my voice filled with emotion. Thank you, God, I'm not alone. You sent them to be with me all this time. The realization settled deep within my soul. My journey wasn't one of loneliness, it was a journey of love. It was a journey about learning that even when you can't see it, even when you feel completely isolated, Love is always there. You just have to be willing to turn around and look for it. You have to look forward. This experience taught me a powerful lesson. Sometimes, we get so caught up in our own perceived loneliness, so focused on the past and what's missing, that we fail to see the love and support that's right in front of us, waiting in the direction we're headed. It's a reminder that companionship can come from unexpected places and that hope often lies just beyond our current field of vision. We just need to have the courage to shift our perspective, to turn away from the emptiness behind and look toward the promise of what's ahead. My journey on that train wasn't about arriving at a destination. It was about discovering that I was never traveling alone. It was about understanding that love is a constant presence, a quiet companion waiting for us to acknowledge it. If you're feeling lost or alone right now, remember this story. Remember that help and love might be closer than you think. Sometimes, all it takes is a simple shift in perspective. Turn around, look forward. You might be surprised by who has been there for you all along. Thank you for letting me share this part of my journey with you. If this story resonated with you, please like, share, and subscribe. Let's continue to find the light together.